Today let us start with chapter cell cycle and cell division. Cell cycle. Sequential events by which a cell duplicates its genome and other organelles and finally divides into two daughter cells. Phases of the life cycle. The cell cycle. In cell cycle they have two steps, that is interphase and M phase or mitosis. Interphase is a phase which lies between two successive M phase, where here cells prepare itself for cell division. In interphase, cell replicate DNA, duplicates the cell organelles. It consists more than 95% duration of the cell cycle. Then M phase or mitosis, here the actual cell division occurs. Here the cell utilizes the products of interphase and divides into two daughter cells. The period of cell cycle differs from organism to organism. For example, yeast take 90 minutes to divide, whereas human cell take 24 hours. Now let us discuss in depth with interphase. It is most active stage of cell cycle. It is called as resting stage because it does not prepare for cell division. Three types of phases are there in interphase: G1 phase, S phase and G2 phase. First, G1 phase. It is interphase between mitosis and initiation of DNA replication. In phase, cell does not synthesize or duplicate DNA but remains metabolically active. Synthesis of nucleotides, ATP, proteins, amino acid, RNA, etc. Most of the organelles duplicate occur in this phase. G0 phase. Non-dividing cell enter the quiescence phase or G0 phase. In this phase, the cell remains metabolically active and it may return after some time or after the cell allows it to return to the G1 phase and performs its division. S phase. S is called as synthesis phase as DNA synthesis occur here. The amount of nucleic acid, that is DNA, doubles but the number of chromosomes remains same. Now G2 phase. G2 phase or gap2 phase is present between the S phase and M phase. Tubulin protein synthesis takes place here. Then mitochondria, chloroplasts and Golgi bodies duplicate in this G2 phase. Here synthesis of RNA and protein also takes place, but here DNA synthesis does not occur. Cell cycle is regulated by cyclin dependent protein called kinase. Cyclins are proteins that activate protein kinase to regulate eukaryotic cell cycle. G1 to S phase transition is carried out by G1 cyclin plus CDC2 kinase, where G2 to M transition is triggered by maturation promoting factor MPF, which is formed by mitotic cycling plus CDC2 kinase. In this, nucleus attains the maximum size. Most of the cells lining the stomach are replaced after every 3 days due to high acidic environment or low pH. Now let us discuss about M phase or mitosis. The most dramatic period of cell cycle where the actual cell division occurs is known as M phase. Two phases in M phase are karyokinesis and cytokinesis. Karyokinesis is division of nucleus, where it has 4 stages further, where cytokinesis is division of cytoplasm occurs here. Here is the cell cycle. Mitosis was first observed by Strasberg in plant cell and Walter Fleming in animal cell. The term mitosis was given by Walter Fleming. Mitosis is also called as equational division. Mitosis is called as equational division or somatic cell division. There are two phases in mitosis. First phase is karyokinesis, which is divided into prophase, metaphase, anaphase and telophase. Prophase, the first phase. Here condensation of chromatin material takes place. During condensation, DNA strands get untangled to form a compact mitotic chromosomes. Each chromosomes appear double and consists of two coiled sister chromatids joined by centromere. Their ends are non-visible in early prophase. Therefore, it appears like wool ball called spireme stage. In animal cells, duplicated centromere move forward opposite poles of cell and each centromere radiates out microtubules called as asters. The two asters together will with spindle fiber form a mitotic apparatus. Cells at end of prophase do not show Golgi apparatus, endoplasmic reticulum, nuclear membrane and nucleolus. Then metaphase or second phase. disintegration of the nuclear envelope marks the beginning of the metaphase. The nuclear envelope disappears and chromosomes spread through the cytoplasm of the cell. The chromosomes contain two chromatids attached to each other through the centromere. These chromosomes are thickest and shortest. Mitotic spindle formation is complete, and phenomena of bringing the chromosomes on the equator of spindle is called as congregation. All chromosomes align themselves at the equator. The plane of alignment of chromosomes of all chromosomes of the cell at the metaphase is referred as the metaphasic plate. Centromere joins the two sister chromatids together. The surface of centromere, which holds the two sister chromatids of chromosome, is surrounded by a small disc-shaped structure called as kinetochore. Spindle fibers are made up of microtubules. The kinetochores present around the centromere forms the site of attachment to these microtubules. The microtubules of spindle fiber attached to the kinetochore during the metaphase. Here is the structure. The third phase of karyokinesis is anaphase. Anaphase is a phase where chromatids move towards the pole. The centromere, which holds the two chromatids together, splits and separates daughter chromatids and are now referred to as chromosomes of the future daughter nuclei. The spindle fibers attached to the kinetochore now shorten and the daughter chromosomes begin to migrate towards the opposite poles. Formation of intrazonal fibers occur here. During migration, chromosomes always move away from the equatorial plate. The centromere of daughter's chromosomes move towards the pole and the arms of chromosomes trail it. The anaphase ends when the chromosomes reach the poles. It is best stage to study the shape of chromosomes. V shape, then L shape, then J shape, then I shape we can see. Now telophase is the last phase known as end phase of karyokinesis. Here chromosomes reach their respective poles, the mitotic spindle disappears. After reaching poles, chromosomes gradually uncoil and become thin, slender, long and lose their identity. Decondensation of chromosomes occur and finally they become indistinguishable mass and collect at the poles. Nucleolus, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi bodies and other organelles reappear in the daughter cells. The nuclear envelopes develop around the chromatin clusters at each pole, forming two daughter nuclei. Here is the mitotic cycle. First is early prophase, then late prophase, then transition to metaphase, then metaphase, then anaphase, telophase, finally interphase, where in interphase we can see two daughter cells having all cell organelles with nucleus and cytoplasm. Now cytokinesis, which is cytoplasm division of mitosis. This phase makes the end of the cell division. In some organisms, the karyokinesis is not followed by cytokinesis. Here division of nucleus occurs, but cytoplasm does not divide, leading to form a syncytium, that is single cell containing large number of nuclei. Now cytokinesis is in animal and plant cell. Cytokinesis in plant cell occurs by formation of cell plate. Cell plate formation starts at the center of the cell and grows outward towards the lateral walls, dividing the cell into two halves. It means centrifugally divides. Then cytokinesis in animal cells occur by formation of furrow. Furrow starts at periphery and then moves inward, dividing the cell into two halves centrifugally. Now important points about mitosis. Here mitotic poisons. These are substances or chemicals which affect the cells during mitosis or prevent them from entering into the normal mitotic divisions are called as mitotic poisons. Example: ribonuclease, azide, cyanide, mustard gas, chalogens, etc. Then internuclear mitosis, which is perimitosis. In amoeba, yeast, and other fungi and number of algae, the nuclear envelope does not degenerate during mitosis. Spindle is intranuclear. Then eumitosis, here nuclear membrane degenerate during mitosis. Then dinomitosis, dinoflagellates possess condensed chromosome even in non-dividing nuclei. The nuclear envelope does not disintegrate. Dividing of chromosomes occur with the help of special channels that develop in nucleus. Such nucleus is known as mesokaryon. Free nuclear division. Repeated mitosis occur without subsequent cytokinesis. It produces multinucleated condition. Example, it is seen in Rhizopus, Varcheria, slime molds, etc. Mitogens, substances which endure mitosis, example auxin, cytokinin, gibberellins, insulin, etc. Then anastral, division in which aster formation is absent. For example, we can see formation aster is not formed in plants. Amphiastral, division which involves formation of two asters, example animals. Spindle fiber through which the centromere of each chromosome is attached in metaphase are known as tractile fibers. Now let us move on to significance of mitosis. Growth. All organisms and new organisms are developed from mitosis. Maintenance of it maintains the cell size. Mitosis maintains the same type and number of chromosomes in two daughter cells. Then mitosis is mechanism for repairing old, dead and worn out cells by the new cells. Mitosis brings about reproduction, that is multiplication in unicellular organisms. Mitosis produces new cells for healing the wounds and for regeneration. Now let us start with meiosis. Term meiosis was coined by Farmer and Moore in 1905. It was studied by Van Benbin, Winnie Wachter and Strasburger. Only sexually reproducing organisms undergo meiosis. Only multicellular organisms switch from mitosis to the meiosis at specific time in the life cycle. Offsprings produced by sexual reproduction involve fusion of two haploid gametes. These haploid gametes are formed by meiosis. Meiosis ensures that the production of haploid phase in life cycle of sexual reproduction organisms, whereas fertilization restores the diploidic phase. Now these are meiosis of two types, meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. Meiosis 1 is known as reduction division and meiosis 2 is known as equational division, which is similar to mitosis. Meiosis 1 is divided into four phases: prophase 1, metaphase 1, anaphase 1, telophase 1. Similarly, meiosis 2 is also divided into four phases: prophase 2, metaphase 2, anaphase 2, telophase 2. Now let us discuss about meiosis 1. The first step in meiosis 1 is prophase 1, which is again divided into 5 stages, that is leptotin, zygotin, pactin, diplotin and diakinesis. First let us discuss about leptotin. Condensation and cooling of chromosome fibers begins during leptotin. The chromatin materials condense to form distinct chromosomes which gradually become visible under the light microscope. It is also known as bouquet stage. Now zygotin, which contains two sets of chromosomes containing homologous chromosomes. One is paternal and other is maternal. Slowly these homologous chromosomes start pairing together and come to lie side by side in pairs, and this pairing is known as synapsis. Complex formed by a pair of synapse chromosome is called as bivalent. Electron microscopy studies of this stage shows chromosomal synapsis is accompanied by a structure called synaptonemal complex, which is tough to stabilize the two homologous chromosomes till the crossing over is complete. Now third stage in prophase 1 is pactin. It is third stage of prophase 1. It occurs after zygotin and followed events occur during pactin. First is synapse chromosome continue to become thick and short. The four chromatids of each bivalent on the homologous chromosomes become distinct and clearly appear as tetrad. The two chromatids of same chromosome are called sister chromatids, and two chromatids of different homologous chromosomes are known as non-sister chromatids. During packaging, crossing over occurs between non-sister chromatids of homologous chromosomes, which is known as crossing over. Then crossing over leads to recombination of genetic material, which involves a mutual exchange of corresponding segments of non-sister chromatids. Recombination module is formed where crossing over occurs. It is an enzyme mediated process which is known as recombinase enzyme which is involved. Then recombination completes and two chromatids are linked at the site of crossing over. Now fourth stage is diploidy. Crossing over completes and now homologous chromosome begins to separate each other. Synaptonemal complex formed in zygote dissolves in diploidy. The point of attachment between the homologous chromosome after dissolution of synaptomal complex is called as chiasmata. Here homologous chromosomes do not separate at chiasmata, hence seen as egg-shaped structures. In oocytes of some vertebrates, diploidy lasts for months or years, called diploidine stage. Now the fifth step is dikinesis, which is final stage of prophase 1. Here spindle assembles to prepare homologous chromosomes for separation. It assembles at the pole so that it separates the homologous chromosomes into two cells. Then termination of chiasma occurs due to the tight condensation of chromosome. Chiasma disappears and remains at the tip. The nucleolus disappears and the nuclear envelope disintegrates. Now second phase of meiosis 1 is known as metaphase 1. The nuclear envelope disintegrates, so chromosomes move into cytoplasm. Here bivalent chromosomes align themselves on the equatorial plate. The centromeres of two chromosomes are arranged in the two rows at the equator, so double metaphasic plate is formed. Distribution of the bivalent chromosomes are at the random. The two chromosomes can face each other of the poles. No fixed direction is seen. Then microtubules of spindle fibers form opposite poles attached to the centromere of the centrosome facing towards it. Now the third phase is anaphase 1 of meiosis 1. The two homologous chromosomes separate from each other, move towards the pole. The intact chromosome or univalent containing two chromosomes held together by a centromere separate and move towards the opposite pole due to spindle fiber attached to it. Division of centromere does not occur. Only one chromosome out of a pair reaches the pole. The number of chromosomes become half in daughter cells. Reduction in number of chromosomes occur here. Now the fourth stage is telophase 1, which is final phase. Here chromosomes reach poles, spindle fibers completely disappear, nucleolus and nuclear membrane reappear, chromosomes uncoil and elongate but remain straight in this phase. They do not reach extremely extended state of interphase nucleus. They provide two daughter cells each containing a single nucleus. The nucleus of the daughter cell receive only one chromosome from each homologous pair and thus has half the number of chromosomes but double the amount of nuclear DNA. As both of the chromatids move together to a single pole, the separation of these two chromatids occur during the meiosis 2. Here you can see first interphase, then leptoidine, then zygote, then pachytene, then diploidine. So interphase is completed. Now dikinesis occurs, then metaphase 1 and now cytokinesis generally follows the flat nuclear division, so the two daughter cells are formed which are haploid. Now interkinesis or intrameiotic interphase, it is stage between telophase 1 and prophase 2. It is a gap which exists between the meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. During this phase the chromosomes are elongated but do not form chromatid fibers. There is no replication of DNA during this phase, but centromeres pair replicate in animal cell. The RNA and protein required during meiosis 2 are synthesized during this phase. Now let us move on to the second meiosis, that is meiosis 2. It is similar to the mitosis, also called as equational division. First is prophase 2. The chromatids of univalent condenses the chromatin material again becomes a compact. The nucleolus and nuclear envelope disintegrate and disappear. Now metaphase 2. Here univalent chromosomes align themselves at the equator. The microtubules form the opposite poles, extend towards the equator and attracts at the kinetochore of the chromatids. Then anaphase 2. Here centromere holding two chromatids splits and allows separation and movement of two chromatids. Chromatids move to the opposite poles. Then telophase 2. It is the last stage of meiosis 2. The chromatids reach the poles and start uncoiling. They decondense and become thin. The spindle fibers degenerate. The nuclear membrane and nucleolus reappear and 4 haploid nuclei are formed. The telophase 2 is not followed by cytokinesis, which divides the cytoplasm and forms 4 individual haploid cells. Here you can see for both the daughter cells of meiosis 1, the same process occurs in meiosis 2. First is prophase 2, then metaphase 2, then anaphase 2, then telophase 2. Here comes 2 daughter cells again. So it finally it has 4 daughter cells. Now cytokinesis. Cytoplasm divided by furrow in animals and cell plate in plants. The division into two, which divides in them into 2 daughter cells. At the end of meiosis 1 and 2, a diploid cell gives rise to 4 haploid daughter cells. Now let us know about significance of meiosis. Formation of gametes. Meiosis produces gametes for sexual reproduction. Gametes are essential for sexual reproduction because in sexual reproduction, an organism is formed by fusion of 2 gametes. Then maintenance of chromosome number. Meiosis reduces the chromosome number to half in the gametes so that fertilization restores the original diploid number in the zygote. Introduction of variations. Meiosis provides a chance for the formation of new combinations of chromosomes. This brings out variations. Now, mitosis or direct cell division. The method of asexual reproduction occurs in acellular organisms like bacteria, protozoans, disease-causing cells, old cells, mammalian cartilage cells, and then fetus membranes, etc. It is first discovered by Remark, also called as direct cell division. There is no formation of spindle apparatus and chromosome. It actually occurs like binary fission. You can see here one cell is dividing into 2. Then without any process it finally divides into two cells, 2 daughter cells. So we have completed the lesson cell cycle and cell division. Thank you.